Hi, Matt from INSTALL again. What we're doing today is what I call a series hang. A series of pictures all the same size hanging on the wall in a row. In this case they are album covers in a frame, but they could be canvases, oil paintings, anything in a series. Quite often get a series of pictures of 3 or 4 or 5 in the canvas range, which is something we do quite often. In this case we've got a long wall. Once again we've determined it's a dry wall, plaster wall. We want to centre it, and it's not all about spacing, even spaces between each picture. What we want is around about 40mm between each picture, and then whatever we've got left on either side of the series, it is what it is, and I feel that looks the best. Otherwise you get too big a space between the pictures and you sort of lose the effect. So the first step, I have a laser measurer here which I measure the complete distance of the wall. Obviously halve that to get the centre. Obviously you don't have to have a laser measurer, it can all be done by a tape measure. It's just when you're a professional in the game, you have professional tools, and that's what we're all about. So what we've done now is we've got our centre mark, and I find the best way to do it is to actually draw it out on the wall. Just little light marks that you can clean off later. We know the size of our frames, so it's just a matter of drawing them all out on the wall with the space between each picture. And there you have it. Now we've already determined, and it's something I always like to involve the client with if they're around, the height of which they go. Should normally be around about face height. Obviously people want to be able to see them as they're walking down this passageway. So we've got the height of the top of our picture here. The type of fastener that we're going to use on these, as you can see I've already put a couple in. All we're going to do is use a little panhead screw, and it's just going to hook onto the top of the frame, and actually hooks up behind a lip there and holds them very nicely. But it must be what they call a panhead screw. It's got like a little disc on the outside of it which hooks up underneath that frame so that they won't come off easily and fall all over the floor. Two screws per frame holds them nice and level. That top line obviously has to be perfectly level. Once again we've used laser technology. We've got a laser line running right along the wall here that we can refer to get all those frames exactly the same. Okay, so there we have it. As per the marks on the wall, I've hung them all up with even gaps between them. Just making sure that line across the top's all nice and straight, which it is. All I've got to do now is just give them a bit of a clean any marks off the wall. And there you have it. Frank Sinatra's on the wall.